kiddos. I hope you're doing well. I got to see some of you yesterday at school. That was such a nice treat. I saw Slate and Amber and Aubrey. So such a nice time to see everyone and pick up packets and some lunches. And I hope that you really got to look at those great things that the specialist sent home. If you didn't get to see them, they'll be passing them out all week along with lunches at 11:30 to 12:45 at school. So I wanted to share with you a picture. There's Aubrey. She looks so happy. And Miss Monteroli with her mask on. So it was such a treat to see everyone. I only got a picture with Aubrey, unfortunately. I didn't get to grab everybody. So glad to see you guys. I really, really miss you. Thank you so much to my families for filling out that survey. That's really helpful for me to see where you guys are at with those. Some say they're too long, some feel they're too short. So I'm going to give you some other resources. I'm going to keep them probably about the same length that they've been. But if you're looking to push your student to do a little more, here are 4 free resources that you can find online. The first one is Raz Kids, which is great because it has leveled books and comprehension questions. If you sign up for the free trial, I think a lot of education websites are offering free trials right now because of everything that's going on. So that's a great resource, and I'll link it in whenever I post my video. Another thing is the reading specialist from our school made this incredible website, and I would encourage you to check that out as well. Again, a lot of great resources on there, and you can kind of guide your student from that. ABC Mouse is also offering the free trial right now because of the school shutdown and the quarantine, so that's a great website you can look at. And ABC Yaw has some free games already, and again, you can sign up for a free trial that should almost take us to the end of the month. So those are some resources, and I'm going to keep trying to incorporate snap words, which is something that you requested, and adding a little bit more math in. So thanks so much for your help with that. If you haven't filled out a survey, please feel free to do so. And that way I can kind of help you guys whenever I'm teaching in school. I really rely on my students' facial expressions and feedback, and so that's a great way to help guide me because I can't see you. I don't know if you think this is boring or exciting or whatever is going on. So thank you so much for helping me gauge that. And okay, let's get started. So we're going to talk about 5 snap words today. They are it, people, made, only, is, use. And we're going to do something called rainbow writing. So in your composition notebook that you picked up at school a couple weeks ago, you are going to write those, oopsie, there's 6. Those 6 snap words that I just said in different colors 3 times. So you can't, it's not that light, but the first word, it, you're going to write it 3 times. I wrote it in this teal color, in pink, and then in a dark blue. Then you're going to write people 3 times. So you're getting lots of practice writing and rewriting those words. Notice, and I love these notebooks because notice our dotted line. Most of my lowercase letters need to be below the dotted line. I shouldn't see any capital letters. None of these are proper nouns or the beginning of sentences. They should all be lowercase letters. So I want you to pause my video and spend a few minutes writing these 6 snap words 3 different times. You can do it in colored pencil, crayon, one could be in pencil and then the other 2 could be in a different color or marker. That would be fine. So go ahead and pause so you can write these snap words. Okay, great job. I'm glad you got that done. We'll keep doing different practice this week with those 6 snap words so that they really get stuck in your brain and you can remember them throughout our year. Okay, we are going to move on to another story today. It's about groundhogs. You're going to see a couple different words that you may not have seen before. One is groundhog. You say it. Groundhog. Good. We have to remember that this book is for every first grader in New York. So some students may never have seen a groundhog before. Maybe they live in New York City. We, of course, see groundhogs all the time because we live in the country in a rural area. But they're helping us understand these words even if we've never seen these animals before. So a groundhog looks like this. He looks pretty cuddly. It's a rodent, also known as a woodchuck. You might have heard that used interchangeably, groundhog and woodchuck, who lives mostly underground and hibernates in the winter. There is a groundhog right outside our classroom, and sometimes when our shades are open, you can see him. So this is the animal that we're going to be talking about today, the groundhog. That's a better picture. The next word you're going to hear is critters. You say it, critters. Good. Critters is just another way of saying animals. I chose this picture of prairie dogs just because prairie dogs really make me laugh. The next phrase, this isn't necessarily a word, is to be on the lookout. You say it, to be on the lookout. Good. This is kind of like a saying that you're going to hear in the story, and it just means to watch. This little girl is on the lookout. She looks like she's spying. Ooh, another word we're going to hear is insects. You say it. Insects. Good. Insects are bugs. Look at all these creepy crawlies on here. They're so beautiful and colorful. The next word is pen. Pen. Good. Pen is another word for cage. You might have also heard the word pen as a writing utensil. This is a marker, but you know the point. It's a multiple meaning word. All right. So in your reader, you should have that small reader, the yellow one. Oh, this is my kitty workbook. It's on page 36 in the book. If you are still looking online at the PDF, it's on page 42. So find groundhogs in your book right now. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Okay, so let's hear what Vern has to say about groundhogs. Here you can see a groundhog. Ooh, 2 syllables, groundhog. Groundhogs have sharp claws that help them dig holes in the ground. They spend a lot of time down in those dark holes. Oh, there's a groundhog. So cute. Groundhogs like to feed on grass and plants. But when they run out of their holes to get food, they have to be on the lookout. Some critters like bobcats, remember we talked about bobcats yesterday, and snakes like to dine on groundhogs. Wait, what does that mean, dine on groundhogs? If they have to watch out, and I know the word dine reminds me of diner, like somewhere I would eat, that must mean that they like to eat groundhogs. Uh-oh. This groundhog here is sitting up to see if there is a snake or a bobcat close by. Oh, that's what the groundhog looks like whenever he's on the lookout. This groundhog is named Pepper. We feed her grass, tree bark, and insects, but the food that she likes best is corn. We found out yesterday morning when she got out from her pen. We found her in the petting zoo. She ate a lot of corn. That was there for the ducks and hens. Oh my goodness, Pepper. There she is. She's very pretty. All right, so I want you to pause my video. I want you to go back and reread groundhogs to someone near you or just in your brain. If you can't figure out the words, rewind my video and listen to me read it again. I just want you to hear the story 2 times. Okay, now that you got to read it a second time or listen to it a second time, we're going to answer our questions. All right, now we are in the kitty workbook, and it's on page 69, 6 and a 9 in the book. Or if you're still looking online, it's on page 75, 7 and a 5. All right, Question 1. What do groundhogs use their claws for? What do groundhogs use their claws for? Ooh, I can't remember. I'm going to go back in the text. I remember it was in the very beginning, so I'm going right to the beginning of the story. Here you can see a groundhog. Groundhogs have sharp claws that help them dig holes in the ground. Okay, so your sentence stem is, groundhogs use their claws to. What did we just read? Groundhogs use their claws to. So you're going to pause my video and fill in the best answer. Groundhogs use their claws to, and you can look back on that first paragraph. Okay, our next question is, why do groundhogs have to be on the lookout when they are not in their holes? Ooh, we read this and they used a unique word. Let's go back in the text. First page. Let's see. I remember it was here. Groundhogs like to feed on grass and plants. Does that answer my question? No. But when they run out of their holes to get food, they have to be on the lookout. Some critters, like bobcats and snakes, like to dine on groundhogs. So why do they have to be on the lookout? And I want you to put it in first grade language. I don't want you to say, because things dine on them. I've never heard you say that in my life. I want you to say what that means in first grade language. So here's our sentence stem. Groundhogs have to be on the lookout because what might happen to them if they're not on the lookout? Okay, we're going to pause right there so you can answer my question. All right, great job. Now we can move on to question 3. Good work. Where was Pepper when she got out from her pen? This was a silly part of the story, and I remember that it was towards the end of the text. Last paragraph. We found her in the petting zoo. So my sentence stem is pretty short. Pepper was, where was Pepper? What did they just say? We found her in the petting zoo. So your sentence stem is, Pepper was, where did she go? Pause my video so you can fill this in and really take your time. Ooh, the last question is another Pepper question. What did Pepper stuff herself with? So she's in the petting zoo. What was she eating? We found her in the petting zoo. She ate a lot of corn that was there for the ducks and hens. So my sentence stem is, Pepper stuffed herself with, what did she eat? Pause my video so you can fill in the last sentence. Make sure you have an ending mark for every answer that we did. Wow, that was 4 short answer questions. You guys are getting so close to being ready for 2nd grade. All right, so if you need to pause to answer those questions, I would love to see all of your hard work, and I love learning about those little critters, groundhogs. All right, we are going to talk briefly, and I'm going to show you a game about adding with tens. We talked about this right before we left for our little break. We love to add with things with 0 in the ones place. Remember, this is the tens and this is the ones place. If I had to show this with rods and units, I would only need 3 rods. Let's count by tens to get to 30. Ready? 10, 20, 30. So there would be 3 rods here. 30 plus 40. I love adding like this because I know 0 plus 0 is 0. If you have $0 and you get $0, you have $0. So 3 plus 4 equals, put 4 in your brain and add up 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to write my 7 right here and then just bring down my 0. So 3 plus 4 is 7 and bring down my 0. That equals 70. Another way I can think about it is just 3 plus 4 and adding the 0 on. Okay, so go ahead and go back to your notebook that you just wrote your snap words in, and let's do one together, and then I'm going to show you the game. So I have 60 plus 20, and I can just think of it as 6 plus 2. So put 6 in your brain and let's count up. 6, 7, 8. And now I can just bring down my 0. 8 and a 0, that gives me 80. Great job. This is all review, so this shouldn't feel new or uncomfortable. All right, so I want to show you the game and I will link it in our page here. Okay, I think you're really going to like it. So, it's called Secret Agent Edition. And you click on this green button.
The evil cat built a shrink ray. Help 00 Canine stop him from shrinking the city. Listen to the clues to discover the code and defeat the evil cat. Ready? Click on the number you need to get to help defeat the evil cat. Move forward 10.
We're going to mute that because we don't need that. So it's telling you what to do. Move forward 10, and there's a number line. I know it's a little hard to see. It's a number line, and I'm starting at 0. So 0 plus 10 equals 10. Great, so now it's telling us add 7 to your current position. So 10 plus 7, just like what we talked about, 0 plus 7, I know is very easily 7. And then I bring down my 1 in the tens place, which gives me 17.
Nice one. You got a code.
Okay, so I'm going to link that for you guys to practice and spend some time working on a little bit of math. I'm also linking all those other resources. If you feel like after my lesson you need a little extra practice, you can work on those things as well. This website is one that was suggested by the New York State so that we can keep our learning happening. I hope you have a really good day, and please send me any of your work so that I can see it and share it on our video tomorrow. Bye!